Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Strider Chip. I'm back with another one here to bring this brand new content in a brand new way. Here to talk to you guys about a Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku deck profile. As you guys can see, we're about to have a lot of fun with this one, guys. We really are. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this deck profile. Again, before it starts, I want you to comment, rate, subscribe, guys. More content is coming soon. I'm giving you the best and greatest content of Dragon Ball Super card game you can ever have. But anyway, guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive right into the deck. So we have a green GT Goku leader. We'll talk about the leader. We'll talk about the staples. We'll talk about some old cards as well. As you guys can see, there's some old cards that people are not using. We're gonna have some fun with this. Like I said, we're gonna have some fun with it. So let's talk about the leader, and then we'll talk about the cards in it, and have some fun. So the leader, it says when this card is placed in your leader area, you're gonna send up to one of your Android 20 Vengeful Alliance and Dr. Mew Vengeful Alliance from your deck to your ward. When this card attacks, you're gonna look at the top 5 cards from your deck. You're gonna add one green sand card among them to your hand. You're gonna shuffle your deck. Okay, so it's a searcher. It's also a I don't know. I want to guess. I guess I call it a deck, a card placer, if you want to call it that. It allows you to place cards to your warp. Allows you to play cards onto the field to activate for greater effects. It allows you to do that. We'll talk about Android, 20 and Dr. Mew in a moment. We'll talk about that at minimum. It says when your life is 4 or less, and there are 2 or more energies or 2 or more GT Goku cards in your warp, draw 1, untap 1 of your energy until you have 6 left. Then when the flip side is over, is this auto once per turn. When a pan card or when a pan card or a card with GT character name both with green without Son Goku GT is placed in your battle area, in your drop, you're gonna add a card from your drop to your Z energy. That's basically what it's saying. Add a card from your drop to the your Z energy. Okay, and I'll read it again. When a pan card or a GT card, so anything that's GT related, right, with in its character name, both green without Son Goku GT is placed from your battle area in your drop, you're gonna add the card that's from your drop to your Z energy, allowing you to recycle, to use your cards on your field, giving you a unique way of kind of playing things. When this card attacks, you draw 1. At the end of your turn, you're going to choose up to 1 of your green Android 18 cards, Z battle cards. You switch it to active mode. We'll talk about that here in a second too. So let's talk about the staples. Let's get the staples out the way. Things that we usually see in decks, for green decks at that. So the first staple that we see is Charismatic Villain. We already know what it is. We're playing this at 3. I would just bring this down to 2. I think 2 is sufficient. But 3 is where it's at. We have Latent Potential Unleashed Son Gohan. You guys already know what it is. We're playing this at 2. Even if you played this card at 1, honestly, that's not even that bad. But 2, I think, is sufficient. 2 or 1 here for this deck. I might end up kind of condensing this down to a much smaller form, but it's there for those anti-users. Since you guys already know what it is, you definitely want to play this card. Another card to play with is a Defeating Father Paragus. This is a very strong card. If you're playing this card, this is a perfect card. 4 or less, draw 2 cards, and you send one of your cards to the warp. So cards we're going to send to the warp typically are going to be those GT cards. We have multiple GT cards in it. We have at least 8 of them. GT Goku cards. You want those there so you can actually play them. So that is a staple here to this deck. More staples here that we're seeing. Son Goku Faded Rival. We have a new card art I decided to pick with this one. The battle, the world tournament battle one. This is another staple. You guys need it, mandatory to play. This is going to be your main win condition probably for the deck. Same thing with Piccolo Jr. Faded Duel. I wish this card was better. I wish it had deflect on it. It'd be good. I wish the other one had deflect on it. These cards be perfect for green, but right now they're not bad. They're still good. More staples we're saying. We have Dormant Potential Unleashed. Again, another staple. It can be better, but right now it is a staple. Homicidal Column, another good staple here as well. Take advantage of it, guys. Take advantage of that. And that's pretty much about it with the staples as we can see. Now let's talk about some of the engine. So we're going to talk about this Android 20 Vengeful Alliance. Only gonna take advantage of this second effect, auto limited one. If your leader is a green GT Goku, this card and Dr. Mew basically are in your warp. You send one of your green GT Goku cards from your hand to your warp. At the start of your turn, you're gonna draw a card. So this card right here allows you to activate those effects. Okay. If your leader is a green GT Goku card and Dr. Muse are in your warp, and you send one green Goku card from your hand to the warp at the start of your turn. So this card right here allows you to do what you need to do. At the start of your main phase, you're going to be drawing a card. As long as you're sending one green GT Goku card from your hand to the warp, this gives you what you need to do. So this is a mandatory to play with this deck. You need this card and you need Dr. Mew. And Dr. Mew is basically telling you you can only play with non-green battle cards. This card is in your warp. You can only play with you can only play with green battle cards. That's it. That's all it is. So it's a mono green deck. It always will be. We have a Android 18 Desperate Support. I might just take this card out. Whenever you play it, you draw one active main, limited one. If your leader is a green Son Goku GT card and you place this card from your hand or battle area in the owner's drop, you're gonna choose up to one of your green GT Z battle cards, right? And it gets a 5k power to it. It's a pretty interesting card. It's talking about this one right here, which can do a lot. It's at 25, but I might just take this card out. I don't think it's necessary to have it. I don't think it's necessary to have that. We have Android 18 for the sake of family. This was a searcher. You want to have this in your deck. You're looking at the top 5. Add a green Saiyan card among them. Energy cost of 4 or less. Most of your Saiyans in this deck are going to be 4 or less at that, and you're going to shuffle your deck. Again, this one allows you to boost up things. If your Z leader is a GT Goku, when you use this in the combo, you get an additional 1,000 power to it, so you get 6. So that's really, really good. These are the cards we're gonna typically be playing with the most. So the Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku to hell and back. When this card is played, it gains critical strong. If you have 3 or more energies and there are 3 or more pan cards or GT cards in their character name, all green, mono green, Son Goku GT in your Z energy, battle area, or drop area, you're going to play this card from your warp. Real cool stuff. You're going to play it from your warp. If your leader is a green Son Goku GT card and one of their green Android 18 Z battle cards is in the battle area, you're going to use this card. Use this card from your warp in a combo. That's real good. Real good. Use it from the warp into a combo. That is really, really good. And you're going to take advantage of that back here too with some other cards as well. With other cards. Another one, it's kind of looks like heart, that heartfelt, plea, whatever. That it looks like the red, yellow Goku, that 5-drop. It kind of looks like that. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Statning and Journey. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. This, you have to play this card in your deck. Well, you don't have to, but I think it's mandatory. You do. You need permanent Android 18s on the field. Get a 5k. You at 20. When you play this card, you pop it something. Same effect as the other one. Same things. You're playing this card from your warp. Then we have Vegeta. This is a mandatory card. This is definitely a staple. Super Saiyan Vegeta, the spirit of resistance. Your leader, in this case, your leader is a GT Goku card. For each green GT Goku cards in your warp, you're gonna reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. When this card attacks, you're gonna discard 1 card. Actually, you're gonna draw 1 card. You're gonna discard 1 card from your hand. You choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. Your energy cost of 4 or less, or KO it. That's strong. That is strong. And then the second auto effect, using 1 green energy, your leader is a green GT Goku. When this card is used in a combo, right? This card is used in a combo. You're gonna choose up to one of your green Saiyan cards, and it gains double strike for the battle. Ooh, double strike for the battle. This card is going to gain double strike for the battle. This is amazing. It doesn't matter. So it can be your leader. It can be a battle card. Just imagine gaining double strike to this card. Man, gaining double strike to this card. You know what I mean? So this helps out a lot. It really, really helps out a lot. So other Son Gohan, Spirit of Resistance, counterplay. If you're using this as a counterplay, you're using the green energy to do it. With the battle card being played with the energy cost of 4 less in the drop area instead. If your leader is a green GT Goku card, in this case it is, you have a green GT Goku card in your warp, you're reducing this by 1. So essentially you're playing this by 2 energy no matter what. You're going to play it by turn. Yeah, you're going to play it by, you're going to play it by 2 no matter what. You're playing it for 2. You're playing it for 1, essentially, as long as you meet the permanent skills condition. And to play the counterplay ability, you have to play an additional energy for that. So you're playing it in 2 no matter what. When you play this card, draw 1, choose it to one of your opponent's unisons, remove a marker from it. That's another good card. That's another one. It's amazing. That card it works. Son Goten. This one is a green Son Goku GT card in your warp. You're gonna reduce the energy cost by 1. When you play this card, draw 1. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. If the energy cost of 1, you KO it. KO. Energy cost of 1. I wish it said more than that. And then also, since your leader is a green, you're gonna add this card from your Z energy. You're gonna draw 1. You're gonna discard 1 card from your hand. So the cards you're gonna discard from your hand are gonna be those GT Goku cards. You're gonna discard that from your hand. You're gonna put it in your drop. And there's another card in this deck that we'll talk about in a moment. I think Gohan did the same thing a little bit. No, it didn't. It didn't do that at all. Only Goten did that. And then I think Trunks does it. Leader is a green GT card, and a green Son Goku GT card is in your warp. Reduce the energy cost of in this card in your hand by 1. It can, while you have 4 or more energy, this card gains blocker. Auto limited 1. When you play this card, draw 1. So real cool stuff. Sexy, real good. Really helps out with the deck. Really helps out. Another card here I want to show off. Deflect, it comes out the field no matter what. That's a plus. Dual attack, that's a plus. Leader is green. When you play this card, you're going to choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost less than or equal to the number of mono green sand cards in your drop area. Whoa. So this is why it's so important to have Saiyans in your drop area, because of this card. So once this card is played, choosing one of your bonus battle card less than or equal to the number of Saiyans in your battle area, and it's getting popped. Auto limited 1. When this card attacks, you choose up to one of their unisons. If there are one of their unisons with a specified cost of 3 or less, you're gonna place it in the drop area. If they don't place a card from their drop, they're gonna discard 1 card from their hand instead. Active main limited 1, 2 green energies. You basically 3 or more a Z and a green Z battle cards in play. You're gonna play this card from your hand. So this is coming out in the field no matter what. So the things I wanted to show off, I want to go ahead and show off this card. This card is old. People are not playing it. Super 17 Power Distill. I think this is a really good addition to the deck. Now, I had this originally at 4, but when I think about it, this card you're not gonna really play that often. It's there to provide support to your deck. So by turn 4, you can probably play this card. So playing it at maybe 2, maybe even at 3 will probably be sufficient. 4, I think this probably will be a little bit too much, but 2 to 3, I think is really good. It all depends on you. I might end up just taking this latent power down because, you know, this Goku does what this can do. Technically, they both are anti-unisons. So playing this Gohan at 1, I think that's pretty sufficient. You're not going to use it as much. I think that's pretty sufficient. That's just me. But this card right here, super good. It says dual attack plus. It doesn't have deflect on it, which is the bad thing. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people ain't seen this card. They haven't seen it coming. If there are 10 or more non-black cards in your drop area, reduce the energy costing you this card in your hand by 2. So you're going to play it in 4. It says 6, but you're going to play it in 4. You're going to choose one card in your drop and you're going to send it to the warp. That right there, this auto skill is what makes this card really strong for this deck. You're sending a card from your drop to the warp. So those GT Gokus, you want to send those cards to the warp. When this card attacks, you're going to choose one green extra card from your drop area. You're going to add it to your hand, and then your opponent chooses one of their cards and send it to the war. This right here can probably can win games. The artwork looks cool. I always thought this card was amazing when it came out. It's perfect. So the extra cards, as you can see, you got some pretty good extra cards. This right here, Key Absorb. This allows you to restand it, negating attack. And additionally, if the attacker is a Saiyan card, it doesn't matter. If it's a Saiyan card, you got a lot of people that rock with Saiyans. Saiyans are so overpowered in this game. The Bandai has gave these Saiyans so much potential, so much power in this game. It is ridiculous. So this card right here is perfect for it. So restanding your Super 17, boom, restanding it while this is on the board. Only thing they can do is pop it. All the other extra cards, dormant potential. You're re-grabbing this. Goku Kamehameha deflection. You're re-grabbing it. Homicidal clones, reusing it. Just saving you another turn. That's just perfect for it. Just perfect addition to the deck. Now let's talk about the unisons and the secret rares. So the unison I chose was Urine, Crane School, Witchcraft Master, Strong, Empower Green at that. If there are 5 or more markers on this card, when you play it, you're popping something. Active main, you choose one of your green battle cards. The energy cost is 2 or less, and it gets a 5k to it. So we have 3 targets for that. Gohan, 5k. He's at 15. Goten at 15. We have Trunks at 15. That's real good. And then there's another skill. It says active main, choose one of your green leaders. It gets a 5k power and double strike for the turn. So this is another additional hidden power E Supreme Kai or Furthering Destruction Champa that can be used for this leader or some of your green, for your leader. And 5k at that, 20k, double strike, really helps out a lot. Put on the pressure on the board. We have Golden Frieza, new found might. You're playing this at 1. You're not going to play it you're not going to use this very often. You're just going to probably use it maybe once as a trump card. Empower green, dual attack blocker, counter. When you counter attack, you're going to play this card with green 3 markers on it. When you play it, if there are 4 more markers on this card, when this card is played, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So you're going to take advantage of the Empower effect on it. That's what you're going to do. Basically, when there's another unison on the field, right, and this has Empower on it, this is going to gain 4 markers on it. The effect's going to pop off no matter what. Active main, this card gets a 10k power to it. Triple strike for the turn. Switch this card to active mode during your turn. Real good stuff, man. Real good stuff. This card can win you games here at that. Real stuff. And then we have the secret rare for the deck. Sail Max, Deliverer of Despair. You already know what it is. You should know that. 3 or less. This card can attack or be removed from the battle area. If a skill would remove this card from the battle area, you're gonna a skill would remove it, so you can't pop it. Let's say you pop it at that, you can pop it because it doesn't have barrier on it. It can't be popped. You choose all your opponent's battle cards and ignoring barrier, KO them and gonna place 1 card from their life to the drop. You already know what it is. Leader's green, gonna play it in 1. You already know what it is. You already know what that. So, and then let's talk about the Z battle card. So this is your Android 18 unique barrier. You can only play 1 of these, and then you're gonna Z stack this on a green GT Goku from your Z deck during your turn. While this has 2 or more green GT Gokus in your warp, it gets a 6, so it's at 10 at that. And it's funny how you can swing with it multiple times. You're gonna be able to swing with this card multiple times if you want to. Switching this card to active mode at the end of your turn, you will switch it to active mode. And then this is another heavy hitter: Son Goku Golden Dragon Fist. If there are 3 or more Pan or GT cards, names both green in your Z Energy battle area or drop, don't matter. This card gains double strike and dual attack. Woo, and it will be, because what you want in that drop area the most, in Z Energy and battle area, you want those you want those non Son Goku GT cards, just GT character card. So when you play this card, you're going to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, you KO it, active main, limited 1. If your leader is a green Son Goku GT, a Z leader, and it says you have 4 or more energies, you choose one of your green Son Goku GT cards with an energy cost of 3 or more. You're going to play this card from under Android 18 on top of your chosen card in active mode. Play this card from under an Android 18 card on top of of the chosen card in active mode. This is where it really comes out. They really, by turn 4, you really rock off with the deck. So turn 3 or 4 is where you do the most amount of damage, the most amount to this deck. I mean, the game slowed down, so you're gonna be, the matches will probably more likely end by, or at least it's moving towards that point where it's going to end by turn at least 7 or 8 maybe. That's probably where matches are mostly going to end at now. Don't get me wrong, I played with friends, you know, I just played with my friend yesterday. Matches were done by turn 504. That's because, but don't get me wrong, most of the time it was done by 504. It depends on what deck I was playing and how he's playing against me. But if your leader is green Son Goku GT, your leader 4 more, choose one of your green Goku GT cards, 3 or more, play this card from under it on top of it, of the chosen card on active mode. So what you're gonna do, one of your card, like, it's these cards. So this one, it works, this one also works, and mainly this one works as well. Swing with this maybe twice if you want to, and you're gonna play this Goku underneath it. All right, then assuming that they're already on the field, playing this underneath it, on top on active mode. It gets double strike, dual attack. This is, man, it's just really good. It's really good. We have Frieza, resurrected ambition. You already know what it is. Staple, another staple as well. You already know what those cards do. And then here's another, our Z leader at that. 4 less life. Discard 1 green card from your hand. When its card attacks, you draw 2. Give me that draw power. Auto once per turn. If it's your turn, when your opponent uses a card in your combo, place up to 1 card from their combo area and on its drop. So it kind of plays like Bardock a little bit. We're giving you more of an opportunity of out comboing your opponent. Active main once per turn. Switch up to 1 of your Android 18 cards. Z battle cards to rest mode. You choose all your opponent's battle blockers, knowing barrier, and you KO them. And then this card gets a 5k power for the turn, making it 20. So this is really good for pressure and everything. But that is the deck, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this GT Goku deck. Again, I might end up kind of condensing this down to a much smaller form. There are things I feel like I kind of want to take out. Like, I want to take out some few things I just feel like I just don't need. Maybe a couple of them, so it maybe end up smaller than this. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. Like I said before, more content is coming soon, and peace.